Today's tutorial was inspired by Etude House's Winter Sweet Propose campaign. I will show you the makeup and the do-it-yourself hair tutorial. So let's get started. First, I applied my SkinFood Red Orange Jelly BB Cream. And on top, of course, I used my Lioele Skin Fix Powder Pact in number 21 Blooming Ivory. So for our eyes, I am going to be using a primer from the Urban Decay Primer Potion. Put it all over my lid. I'm using my Stila Smudge Pot and Kitten. So using my fingers, I'm going to start from the inner corners and blend it outwards. First palette I'm going to be using, it's the 88 color standard Shimmer palette. Taking a flat synthetic brush, and this one is from the Borghese brush set. It's very flat and very wide. I'm going to take this color right here up at the top, and this is a very pearly, shimmery, pigmented shadow. Looks like this. And right on top of our Stila Kitten, I'm going to pat this gently to brighten up our entire lid. Taking the standard matte eyeshadow, I'm going to use the same synthetic brush, and I'm going to pick up this pink color right at the top. It's a very nice matte pink. I'm going to really gently pat this near our lash line because we just want the pink to creep up just slightly, so it's more of a hint of pink rather than the entire lid being pink. Like that. It stays very close to the lash line. Now using a smaller blending brush, I'm going to go back to my standard Shimmer eyeshadow palette. This time I'm going to pick up this very pinkish purple shadow. It's a very plum lilac-y color. And this color is going to creep in from the sides. So I'm going to start right here. So in a circular motion, I am blending it inwards. This touch of purple really does warm up our pink shadow. And I'm also going to be putting some of that right in the corners as well, like I'm doing now. So this is what it looks like so far. Back to the matte palette once more. Get a nice angled brush this time. I'm going to pick up two shades of brown. This is a more charcoaly ash brown, and this is a more chocolatey chocolate milk brown. Starting from the ends, I'm going to tight line it as close to the lower lash line now as possible. I'm going to pull it down a bit, drag the color inwards. And I'm going to stop right here. We don't want it to go all the way across because we don't want the brown to overwhelm the lower lash line. So we're just going to stop right about here, midway. And I'm going to make it darker. I'm going to take the same exact color, bring it up to the corners like this. And in like a V, I'm going to connect it to the top part ever so slightly, just at the ends. Blend in the brown with the purple and the pink. So just really concentrating it on the inner corners. And it's gonna really warm up our shadows and make it more fall, winter appropriate. Just gonna blend in all the colors together this time. I don't have any eyeshadow on it, so I'm just blending in the colors to get rid of all the harsh lines. My Pop ink outliner in black, it's a marker. I'm just gonna go in between tight lining and lining it very thinly as possible. So from underneath. And I'm not going to be winging the ends. We're just going to make it very, very clean. So it's going to go down like that. The top might be a little bit messy, so I'm going to go back and clean up the messy lines. Now take your favorite mascara. I'm using my Shimmer. And take my lashes and gently curl. Using my Halaka Halaka Magic Pull mascara. And gonna put mascara on my top lashes. I love using my eyeliner in Natural Volume. So your lashes should look like this after you put them on. And color in the top so it looks more natural. And that should do it. And going back to my standard shimmer palette, I'm going to take that pearly color that we took in the beginning once more. But the main focus of this shadow is going to be on the inner corners of the first part of the lower lash line. And that is completed. I'm using my Face Shop PK102, and it's a very lovely peachy rosy pink. Using a kabuki brush, and concentrate on the balls of my cheeks. This is the Magic Balm Tint from Etude House, and the color is number 2, Magic Pink. So that's the entire makeup. And I'm now going to be showing you how I did my hair. For this part of the tutorial, I am showing you how to make hair pieces, little rose pieces for your hair. And I made them out of regular tissue paper where I got from Michael's. It's a craft store. And I got about 20 sheets for $3. So it's very, very affordable, very cheap, and super quick to make. So let's get started. So here we have a sheet. I'm just going to be making several circular cuts on this one sheet of paper. I would say that one paper is going to give you 1 to 2 paper flowers in the end. Make different size circles. I'd start off with making smaller ones like this. It doesn't even have to be perfectly circular, just anything that's about the same as a circle would do, like that. I'm also gonna make a huge one starting here. There's really no order in making these shapes. Just have to make them as round as possible in different sizes. I'm just gonna be going around using up the entire paper. We don't want to waste any of this as much as we can because this one sheet is going to give you a good amount of circles. If you want bigger flowers, you would have to cut bigger circles, but don't forget that you still need smaller circles as well. So I finished cutting up just one sheet of paper, and you can see I made a lot of different circular sizes. Some are big, some are small. I'm going to first take the smallest one I can find, which is this, and putting one index finger inside, I'm going to wrap it like a cone. So I'm going to go like that and wrap it so the top part is opened and the bottom part is tapered. So I'm going to twist the ends like this, and we have our first inner rose petal. Taking something that's slightly bigger, I'm going to take this one. I'm going to leave the top part a little bit longer on the outside, like that. And taking my fingers, I'm going to let this one open up, flare up a little bit more. So I'm going to hold it and grip it by the stem And with this finger, I'm gonna wrap it around, but at the same time, I'm gonna be opening up the top as I do so. That's all we're gonna be doing. We're just building up from layer to layer. Again, taking this, wrap it, hold it by the stem, and with this hand, I'm gonna be opening it up. And the more you open up, the wider the flower is gonna be. So there you have it. It's a beautiful light pink romantic flower just using gift wrapping tissue. I'm just going to do a final last twist at the stem. Taking my little rubber scrunchie, I'm going to go at the base, flip it over, and right at the top, right here, I'm going to make it as tight as possible, just securing that shape like this. Now to put it in our hair, we of course need some bobby pins. And whichever way you want to, find a little loop in the scrunchie, slip it through to the end. We can cut it now because it's tightly secured with the rubber band. We can cut it and it's shorter. And we have our little clip. We're gonna attach the flowers on top here. And the flowers definitely complete the entire inspired look. So I hope you enjoyed this entire tutorial I showed you today, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!